Imagine this. If I told you about the deadliest animal in the world, what would you think of? A ferocious great white shark? A mighty lion, king of the jungle? Or maybe a venomous snake that can kill with one bite? I thought the same thing. The first time I heard this question, I immediately pictured a shark from the movie Jaws. A massive shark silently swimming toward its prey, and then chomp. It bites a boat in half. Or maybe a lion chasing down its prey in the savannah, roaring so loud it gives you chills. But you'd be completely wrong. The animal that kills the most people in the world, it's not big, it doesn't have sharp teeth, and it's not as scary as you'd think. It's tiny, it has wings, and it loves to annoy us while we're trying to sleep. Yup, you guessed it, a mosquito. Oh wow, you heard that right. This tiny mosquito that we swat at all the time is the one that kills more people than any other animal on the planet. I know you're probably thinking, seriously? A mosquito? I didn't believe it at first either. But picture this, you're lying in bed at night, the fan blowing cool air, and then you hear that sound, beezzy beezzy beezzy. That little thing buzzing around your ear. It might just be the deadliest killer in the world. Think about the last time you got a mosquito bite. Maybe you just felt a little itchy or got a red bump. But sometimes, it might leave something far more dangerous behind. Want to know how it's so deadly? Keep watching, because this story is going to blow your mind. Let's dive in. Let's look at some numbers. Every year, lions kill about 250 people worldwide. Sharks, only around 10 people. But mosquitoes, oh wow, they kill up to 725,000 people every single year. Let me break it down for you. That means mosquitoes kill 700 times more people than lions, and 70,000 times more than sharks. Picture this. If a lion kills 250 people and a mosquito kills 725,000, it's like this tiny little mosquito is a far deadlier predator than any big animal out there. I did some quick math for you. If a lion kills one person a day, that's about 365 people a year. But mosquitoes kill 725,000 people. That's nearly 2,000 people a day. On average, a mosquito kills someone every 40 seconds. Think about that. You're watching this episode for 3 to 4 minutes. In that short time, almost 10 people have died because of mosquitoes. Isn't that insane? And they don't kill in the way you might think. It's not like a mosquito bites you and you drop dead right away. Mosquitoes have a much sneakier way of killing. Think about a shark. A shark kills by biting, using its sharp teeth. But a mosquito, it kills silently and slowly, sometimes without you even noticing. If you think mosquitoes are just tiny and harmless, imagine this. You're camping in the woods, sleeping in your tent, and you hear that beezzy beezzy beezzy. You might think, oh, it's just a mosquito, no big deal. But in reality, it could be the start of something way more dangerous. Want to know how they do it? Keep watching, because I'm about to dive deep. It's all about their tiny little needle. So how does this tiny mosquito manage to kill so many people? It's not like it bites you and you die instantly. No. It has a secret weapon. That tiny needle it uses to suck your blood. It doesn't just take your blood. It also injects a little bonus into you. And that bonus is diseases. Mosquitoes are carriers of some of the deadliest diseases out there, like malaria, dengue fever, Zika virus, and yellow fever. These diseases kill so many people. For example, malaria alone kills 400,000 people every year, mostly kids in Africa. Imagine that. Little kids who should be running around and going to school. But instead, they're lying in bed sick, all because of one mosquito bite. Dengue fever is just as bad. Here in Thailand, hundreds of thousands of people get sick every year, and hundreds die. I had a friend who got dengue fever. She said her whole body ached, like her bones were breaking, and she had a high fever that kept her in the hospital for a week. Another scary one is the Zika virus. If a pregnant woman gets infected, her baby could be born with birth defects. Imagine that. Just one mosquito bite, sucking your blood, and leaving behind a virus. A few days later, you could be seriously ill, or even dead. And it's not just humans. Your pets, like dogs or cats, can get sick from mosquitoes too. For example, heartworm disease, which mosquitoes spread. If your dog gets it, it's really hard to treat. I knew someone whose dog got heartworm. It was so sad, they had to treat it for months with injections. And mosquitoes don't just spread diseases in hot places like Africa or Thailand, even in colder places like Europe or the US. If the weather gets warmer because of climate change, Mosquitoes can show up there too. Isn't that terrifying? Want to know how mosquitoes pick their victims? Let's keep going. So how does this deadly mosquito choose its victims? You might be its next target. First off, mosquitoes don't just pick people randomly. They have a special sense. They can smell the carbon dioxide we exhale from far away. If you're breathing heavily, like after a run, oh wow, mosquitoes will come straight for you. I went jogging in the park one evening. I was sweating like crazy, and the mosquitoes swarmed me. Busy everywhere. They also love the smell of sweat. If you're out gardening or hiking after the rain, that sweaty smell on you is like a signal for mosquitoes to come feast. Another thing, if you wear dark-colored clothes, like black or red, they'll spot you way easier than someone wearing light colors. I went camping with friends once. I wore a white shirt, my friend wore black. Guess what? My friend got bitten all over his arms, but I was fine. And here's something even crazier. If you have blood type O, sorry to break it to you, mosquitoes love blood type O the most. Scientists say blood type O has a scent that mosquitoes prefer over other types by 83%. And if you drink beer, it gets even worse. Mosquitoes are attracted to the smell of alcohol in your blood. I was at a party with friends once. One of them had a few beers, and the mosquitoes attacked him so much he had to run back home. Imagine this. You're at a picnic with friends, chilling in the woods. You're sipping a cold beer, wearing a red shirt. Oh man, you're the #1 target for mosquitoes. They'll come buzzing in, bzz, and bite. A few days later, you might end up seriously sick. Want to know how mosquitoes breed and why there are so many of them? Let's keep going. Let's talk about how mosquitoes breed and why there are so many of them. If you've ever wondered, why are there so many mosquitoes? No matter how many you swat, they just keep coming. Listen to this. Mosquitoes have a super fast life cycle. It starts with the female. After she bites you and sucks your blood, she uses the protein from your blood to lay eggs. One female mosquito can lay up to 300 eggs at a time. And where does she lay them? In still water. Whether it's a puddle of rainwater, water in a plant pot, or even the cap of a soda bottle you left behind. If there's even a tiny bit of water, she can lay her eggs there. Those eggs take just 2 to 3 days to hatch into larvae, and then in another 5 to 7 days, they turn into full-grown mosquitoes. So basically, from one female mosquito, in less than 2 weeks, you've got 300 new mosquitoes. If half of them are female, that's 150 new females who'll lay eggs again. That's 45,000 mosquitoes in the next round. Imagine that. Just one mosquito you didn't swat. In a few weeks, it turns into an army of mosquitoes. And what's worse, mosquitoes are amazing at adapting. Whether it's hot or cold, as long as there's still water, they can survive. Here in Thailand, the rainy season is like paradise for mosquitoes, because there's so much standing water. I visited a friend after a big rain. There was water in an old tire. And guess what? It was full of mosquito larvae. So creepy. And mosquitoes can fly pretty far too. Some species can travel 1 to 2 kilometers. So if there are a lot of mosquitoes near your house, they might have flown in from somewhere else. Want to know how to protect yourself from these tiny killers? Let's keep going. Now let's talk about how to protect yourself from these deadly mosquitoes. If you don't want to be their next target, listen up. First, wear light-colored clothes like white or cream, because mosquitoes don't like them as much. I tried this. I went hiking wearing a white shirt, and I barely got any bites. Also, try not to smell sweaty. If you're sweating a lot, take a shower, because that sweaty smell is like a dinner invitation for mosquitoes. Another thing, use mosquito repellent. Whether it's a spray or lotion with DEET, it works wonders. I forgot to use repellent once when I went camping, and I got bites all over my legs. It was so itchy I couldn't sleep all night. And if you're in an area with lots of standing water, like near a pond or in a garden after rain, be extra careful, because mosquitoes love to lay their eggs in still water. If you have plant pots at home, check them. If there's any standing water, dump it out, because even a tiny puddle can become a mosquito breeding ground. Another cool trick, plant mosquito-repellent plants around your house. Things like lemongrass or basil. Their smell keeps mosquitoes away. I tried planting lemongrass on my balcony, and it actually worked. There were fewer mosquitoes. And if you're sleeping somewhere with a lot of mosquitoes, use a mosquito net. It's a game changer, because they can't get through. Imagine this. You're camping with friends, sleeping in your tent, feeling all cozy. But you forgot to use repellent. Oh man, you might wake up as a mosquito buffet. Want to know why mosquitoes are becoming an even bigger problem these days? Let's keep going. So why are mosquitoes becoming such a huge problem these days? It's because of global warming. Warmer temperatures make mosquitoes breed faster. And they're even showing up in places they never used to be, like in Europe or the US. Places that used to be too cold for mosquitoes. Now it's warm enough for them to survive. I read that in the next 50 years, if global warming keeps going like this, the mosquito population could increase by 50%. And the diseases they spread, like malaria or dengue, they'll spread even more too. Imagine that. You're on a beach vacation or just visiting a village. But now you've got to deal with mosquitoes carrying diseases. It's terrifying. And with more rain and floods, there's more standing water, which means more mosquitoes. I saw this during a big flood in Bangkok. Water was everywhere. And a few days later, there were so many mosquitoes I couldn't even sleep. But we don't just have to be scared of them. We can all help stop mosquitoes, like getting rid of standing water around your house, using nets, planting mosquito-repellent plants. Or if you want to help on a bigger scale, try reducing plastic use or doing things to fight global warming, because that can slow down mosquito breeding too. Imagine that. If we all work together, we won't have to fear these tiny killers anymore. That's all about the mosquito story. If you liked this series, don't forget to like, share, and comment below. Where's the worst place you've ever been attacked by mosquitoes? And do you have any cool tricks to keep them away? See you in the next video. This is Rut signing off to go grab some mosquito repellent. Bye.